Alright, this thing on or what? What's up, guys? Firstly, I want to wish you all a happy new year. I'm hoping for all the success and prosperity that one human could hope for another human being. So a lot of you all in the previous video in the comments section requested that I do a review for the Golf with FLEUR Season 3 pieces, so you're going to get what you asked for. So I did order 2 pieces that unfortunately did not make it in time for this video because I want to get this out to you guys as quickly as possible so you guys can make a good informed decision. So hope you guys enjoy the video, and once again, Happy New Year. Kicking things off, I'm going to start with the outerwear. This is a nylon trench coat. As far as premium materials go, we only really have the tortoise buttons and the tortoise buckle. It is made from water repellent nylon. It has FLEUR. However, the bulk of your price for that $1,250 is going to come from the fact that it's produced in Italy. But Taikyo, produced in Italy doesn't mean anything. Well, actually, that's where you're wrong. There are several laws that companies must follow in order to even put Made in Italy on their website or on any of their clothing for that matter. Obviously, there are several other factors that go into pricing a piece of clothing. However, the production, where it's produced at, rather the locality, is a major factor of that. Now, let's get into the actual design. What I do like is the waviness of kind of like the lapels up front and on the back. But the primary issue this jacket suffers from is what most of the FLEUR suffers from: mint green, pastel green. It's a very loud color. It's going to consume the entire outfit of what you're wearing, so most people are going to shy away from clothing like this because it's a very intimidating piece to try and style. Now, I do have to give props to whoever wrote this product description, because A, Vivica A. Fox in the 90s, wifey material. B, Vivica A. Fox in the purple trench coat, super wifey material. Next up, we have the burlap coat that's going to be retailing at $1,365, and I actually really like the aesthetic of this burlap overcoat. Unlike the last piece, it's a lot calmer. It's going to be easier for a majority of the people to style. Now, as far as premium features, we do have a suede collar. Those tortoise buttons make an appearance again, and like on the last piece, we've got a leather flower patch. However, that's pretty much where that stops. Again, produced in Italy. I do like that he dropped these 2 coats on the FLEUR line and made it a little more accessible for people, unlike the Louis Vuitton one, which I had a love-hate relationship with, because on one end I did like it, but on the other end I kind of felt like I'd be Inspector Gadget if I wore it, so I passed up on it. I appreciate the creative process behind this overcoat. He modeled it after gunny sacks, which you know as burlap bags. He even added like the font on the back that you'd also see on the gunny sacks, and he threw in like a yams pin to tie in Black culture. This is like goated creative process here. Next up, we've got the leather puffer jacket. Now, this is a very aesthetically pleasing jacket, and it's only retailing at $550. That's just as much as the golf winning leather puffers that they drop. So I almost gave y'all a dub until I saw this. China. We have got to put a stop to the whole made in China fiasco. Now, I do want to say there are several places in China that are known for producing high quality garments. However, those are far and in between, and I highly doubt that's the situation we're seeing here. Now, premium materials, right? We've got several leather features here. We've got a leather panel, leather flower patch, as well as a leather overlay. However, just to educate those who may not know, leather comes in several grades, down to the cheapest up to the highest quality, and since there kind of is no indication what that is unless you get your hands on it, you'll never know if you're buying premium leather or not. Finishing out the outerwear is probably my favorite piece out of the entire collection, the leather puffer vest. I really love the aesthetic of this piece, down to the wavy ice cream up top and that deep lush green, because your boy likes the color green in every shade. Get it? Tyler likes, get it? No? No, I think $400 is actually pretty reasonable for this, considering what I see other brands charge for similar pieces. Now, on to the premium materials. Unlike the other ones, not like there were many anyway, this one only features a leather flower patch and a leather overlay. Something interesting I saw, unlike on that last piece I showed you, they went with a fall leather panel on this one instead of an actual leather panel. Now, I'm a fashion stylist myself. I have an in-depth knowledge of materials and what it is they do. I don't see any point in why you would have went with fall leather on this one instead of just doing full leather like you did the last one. And it's made in China again, so it's like, no, ill. This piece is probably the worst out of the drop. I'm sorry, it's just too busy. It's way too much going on. That, and personally, I don't think red and green should ever go together unless it's like Christmas or something. That's one reason I don't like Gucci, because I just don't like those colors together. But alas, I have a review to do. So this piece is going to be coming in at $500, and unlike the previous pieces, this actually got some good premium material inside. We've got a nice alpaca blend coming in at 72%. It's going to be produced in Italy, and we've got that leather flower patch like the previous pieces. Of course, he did make a slight modification to this one. Unlike the season 1 one, they actually cut that hem down at the bottom, which I personally don't think they should have done, but I mean, someone may like it. To briefly touch on the cardigans, these were actually very aesthetically pleasing. I love the mint and honey colorways, and the fact that he used real mother of pearl buttons shows class and elegance. These actually can justify a little bit of that price. This is actually my second favorite piece out of the entire collection. Now, I consider this the spiritual successor to the season 1 silk button-up. This is the satin long sleeve blue shirt. Now, to let you know right up front, it's not going to be made from the same material as the season 1, because season 1 was silk. As such, this is a bit cheaper at $475. Personally, I really like this shirt. It's a white collared shirt. It's got Swarovski gems around the collar. $600, mad pricey. Most people are going to shy away from this, to be honest. The issue with something like this, even though it seems basic on the surface, you got those gems around your collar. Most people don't like massive attention drawn on them, and with a shirt like this, you're gonna have attention drawn on you, so I could see most people just avoiding this. Heading over to the bottoms, we're gonna be starting with the Boy Scout shorts. I don't know, I just would have chosen a different name. Now, these come in at $425. They're just made from cotton, and they only have that leather patch. Extremely overpriced. I do feel like these are another spiritual successor to those season 1 shorts. However, at that price point, I just skip on these. Heading over into the luggage, discussing pricing on this is meaningless because this is by Globetrotter, and this is how much luggage at this level particularly costs. My issue is what they decided to name it. A bespoke piece is specifically something that's made. You pay someone to make it specifically for you, whether that's in clothing or luggage. So I would think when you call it bespoke, you'd have some level of customization to it, which you do not. So I thought that was a bit of a misnomer and odd, because most of their consumers would be, you know, someone like me, and I definitely would notice that misnomer. I almost bought this overpriced pillow, but then I saw it again. Let's go, and I don't really understand why. And then you guys got the alpaca. It's like, why didn't you just make that? I don't know. That's gonna do it for me, guys. Have a happy new year. Once I get those new FLEUR pieces in, expect an unboxing video. Make sure you tune in. Follow me on IG.